live again. I am extraordinarily uncomfortable. I am like laying on very not vertical rocks. Maybe I can make myself more comfortable like this. You can paint me like one of your French girl. Need to shimmy myself into the right spot. This is perfect. Should still be able to see my comments a little bit from the sideline though. Yeah. I did stack another Elvis for myself. And I think I'm going to even review it. And we're back. Here we are again, Sun King. Yeah, a little bit of a change of pace. A little bit less friends potentially. A little bit more calm, I'm sure. Click. Desire. Desire. How about some desire? I desire the power to be able to take what I'm experiencing right now and give it to you. But that would be an insane power. And it would be one that gets very quickly abused. Right? Probably. Probably. The first stream I found you on, I thought that cliff background was literally a cliff oceanside. A cliff oceanside? Like there should be ocean on that side of me going. No. This is. Let me show you. I should have one more click sounds. Delicious. All right, let me show you. Let me show you what my stitch is. So this is my security system. Exhibit A. This is why I got robbed 5 times this year. Right here, this. Exhibit B. These windows are all glass. Here are my cactusums. This one was a pup I got that was actually dry for a very long time. Very long time. And I planted it. And look, you see how the center point looks like it's pinching in and this outer part looks like it's more swollen? It wasn't always like that. So I think it actually starting to shoot roots, starting to take. Here's one of my other ones. Look at these. Look at the new one. This growth basically happened this year. I got this as a gift at the start of this year. See this little fluffy I put on here? That's where the node was. This was in the center when I first got it. And as it came out, I wrapped a little piece of string so I can notice how much it's grown since it's been with me. That little mushroom is a gift from Jovan. She makes these. And then I have 2 more that were gifted to me as well. This one, hey! I just stung myself a little bit. This one had a little blemish. I don't know how this happened. I think a little bug bit it or something. But these 2 pieces were in the middle when I first got it. So this one is growing. This one is very schmauer. And it also looked like it got bitten by the same bug that bit this one. But still doing good. And then there's like mini garden there. And then there's the box I live in. part of me kind of wants to show you. I wonder. I wonder. Okay, it is out there. I'm gonna probably do something. First, take my phone. I know that mushroom. Oh, I bet you do, Joe. I should show our friends on a close up. Look at that dude. So dapper. Do let me know if my stream quality is what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna, just for the sake of my anxieties, restart anyway. Shouldn't say restart, I should say like reboot. Alright, I think we're gonna go on an adventure. For funsies. Nice room, Jovat, right? I remember you showing the dried ones, right? I did show it. I remember you being there, actually. That dried piece that I got. So I did chop it a little bit shorter, and I filleted the other piece that I had, but this one went into the... It's like it's getting a little bit more full than it was. I'm sure it will make it. But this one I'm super happy about. Look at my pup. Yeah. Yeah, adventures. Yeah. I got chair. I'm gonna put chair right here. I'm gonna do a reverse breakering and entering. I remember you showing the dried one. So cool. I've been wanting to start my cactus garden in my grow tent since I'm in Wisconsin. Please do, Connor. For the sake of our future, please do. These entities help protect. I have been safe. Physically, I've been very safe. Right? The only thing I've lost has been material things, which can be replaced. That's how we have internet right now. Shouldn't pass too close to that. The Wi-Fi router is like thereabout. So I'm hoping that it will get to keep our signal. I'm gonna go back to the wide lens. Oh! That fucking sucks. This thing just prickly my toes. None of the thorns embedded into my flesh and stayed though. Good. The stump will definitely pop soon. Sending you good vibes. Thank you. Nice garden. Are these considered succulents? No. I think those are just considered cactuses. Some of those in the garden. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Actually, yeah, some of those are considered succulents. Yay, adventures! The sun behind some clouds. That's a vibe, right? I had some plants growing on this little mountaintop. I did want to bring Joe here, but we didn't have enough time. There's a quail. There's the box. Crazy, I'm looking at the same sun, but mine is a sunrise. That is wild, huh? Literally, it's that far away from setting for me, while it's probably that far away from rising for you or something. I love being able to share like these moments. Makes you feel a little bit more connected to this planet, right? And you are the Sun King. So extra apt. Yeah. What an incredible view. So close to home is the thing for me, Kristen. I would, if I could, build myself a space right there. If I didn't know I would get relentlessly robbed. You know, just like whole space, you know? And then I would build it in a way where in my house, these rock faces would like be protruding as like pieces of furniture or accent pieces or whatever, come out the walls and stuff. And I'm still connected to the Wi-Fi. Yeah, actually, still got bars. Mine will be perfect though. Indeed, it is. Happy to share a bit of this. So now you got to see where on planet Earth I am, Sun King. I'll be moving here soon though, so don't get used to it. Oh, remember when I said I didn't have any thorns in my foot? Look, look, this one, right there. Got it. It's still stinging a little bit though. We returneth. I totally didn't almost just stumble and fall. Not this guy. It's been really dry here. You can see things are not necessarily thriving. Adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. We'll go to very distant lands with Joe the dude. I'm gonna focus up a little bit. Yeah, I got it. Made a safe return journey. Nice place for you there, Melt. Thanks for the tour. Yeah, that is why I'm kind of bummed to be moving. It definitely is a place that I enjoyed being in. Very peaceful for the most part. For the most part, very peaceful. All right, but for the not most part, very not peaceful. Very the opposite of having peace. And in that way, I would rather be in a place that brings me, like I have like bars, like I'm a Sims character, right? And like some of my bars are like depleted, like so red, you know, like just a sliver of like extreme red is some of those bars. And I'm that Sims character that like you're like telling them to eat something or wash the dishes, and they're just like throwing a tantrum. I'm that Sims character right now. Because I never had. Maybe some of them, slowly, but like very slow. Some of my bars got depleted in my previous spaces. And goodness, my bars got wrecked here. I'm ready to pull a card. I am ready. My hair is assaulting me a little bit. I remember playing Sims way back and locking one of them in a small gated area. All of us did some questionable stuff in Sims. We don't talk about. We talk about. Made a safe journey. Yeah, it's true. Indeed, it is. So much love. Stumble Pop. I remember playing Sims way back and locking one of them in his goodness. Yeah, okay. I'm present. I'm here for this. Being your own playable Sims character. It is quite surreal to be a person. I'm trying to figure out where. Okay, it goes through the roof. I'm trying to figure out where the hot water goes to reach the other bathroom, and my mind was like, I see where the pipes go for our shower, but there's no pipes going towards the other bathroom. Sorry about that. Just had like an ADHD moment there. We have all swim and take the ladder out. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe perhaps that has been done. Time for a swim. Bye now. Bless you, friend. Have fun. Thank you for spending some time with us. Took my words literally. Oh, love is true. Behold Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations of the divine plan. Feeling like there is a divine plan going on here right now for all of us. It's very easy to get a little bit disheartened these days. To feel a sense of hopelessness. Reprieve. Is reprieve the right word? Hey Google, define reprieve. Cancel or postpone the punishment of. Can we feel reprieve? Maybe we can feel reprieve towards things not being the way we would want them to be right now. Considering that there is some sort of divine plan unfolding slowly but surely. Us slowly hatching from our collective egg. I think I might not be on all messages again. Is that what's happening? Just a heads up. I asked the AI for less common words in the goodbye message, and woo, it delivered. Oh goodness. Think I might get close to being ready. As soon as I'm done with the card read, maybe you can post it. I'm looking forward to this. The AI has been getting better. I don't know if you're paying for your ChatGPT, but if you're using the one that thinks, yeah, it's at the reasoning stage. Can the egg be unbroken? No. No, unfortunately not. That not be how work. Reprieve. The word feels like an absence of presence. It is in a way, right? Because you are excusing punishment. You are letting off the hook. Hey Google, I should ask a language model. I really wish my language models were into my voice accessible. I'll do one of the conversational ones. Hey, me and friends are having a conversation about the word reprieve. Is this thing working? Very poorly, it seems. Nice. I'm sure I'm happy that I paid $22 for that. I was trying to use the voice features. Me and my friends are talking about the word reprieve. One of the friends mentioned that reprieves feels like a sense of absence. And I mentioned that in a way, reprieve is like excusing people or letting them off the hook, right? Ooh, this is like very painful. It's so excruciatingly slow. I did pay for this.
I see what you mean. A reprieve often refers to a temporary relief from something difficult or unpleasant. Your friend might see it as a sense of absence because it involves a pause or break from a burden. When you mention it feels like excusing people or letting them off the hook, that's also accurate, especially in contexts like law where a reprieve can delay or cancel a punishment. It's interesting how both perspectives highlight different facets of the word.
Yeah, that feels very apt. And the way that Pojo said it as well, because I think in a lot of us, there's this sense of the reprieve that's happening for those that are in the position to need to be excused of crimes, of punishment, are getting to, and only because we are unaware, right? We are not giving ourselves presence. That dude sounds sexy. That's why I picked his voice, bro. You do get to choose how your AI sounds. And I will not make my AI sound like a woman. Cannot happen. Will not happen. I watched Her too many times. Her is a cautionary tale. Her should be like, okay, we should edit the cat scene out, and then Her should be like prescribed media for like school kids, basically. Maybe not. I'm like, as I'm thinking about it, like it needs to be censored a little bit, just a little bit, and then it needs to be, because goodness, yeah, no way. There needs to be some sort of barrier. It needs to be one of my homies. It cannot be something I can fall in love with. Click, click, click. This is very satisfying. Pop, 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 pop. Computer thinking noise. Padada deep. I'm suddenly feeling better. I hear rain. It is really coming down. It might start raining here soon as well. It's completely overcast. You got to see the sun just peeking through as well. With this in mind, let's read. Aw, nice. Thank you, Kristen, for our goodbye message. Woo! I'm gonna have to like lock in. I won't be able to rely on my neural infrastructure at all. I'm going to have to read every single one of those words like I've never read them before. I can see like, oh, Anna, grandmother of Yeshua is technically the right name, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. All of life. Again, all of life, right? There is no separation. You cannot, even if you wanted to, be separate, right? And it's not like you have to be religious. It's there is no such thing, right? Like religion is trying to label something and then a bunch of people agreeing on that label. Ooh, I just saw something. He did instantly hide away. But look at this. This creature, very few friends have probably seen before. What's that? What do you think that is? That is not just a little tussle of grass. That is a worm. That is a worm, Kristen. That is a worm that wrapped himself with silk and little pieces of debris. He did hide away as soon as he saw me, and he is closing his little front hatch hole as well, because he's very aware of my presence. You see, he's closing up. Literally, there's a hole there, and he's closing it up. Little time. That's incredible, Mel. Thank you for sharing. I really want to have you friends see the way they move. I can put it down here, close enough for me to notice if he starts walking about. I'm sure he's gonna try and walk, and then I'll lock in with the camera and show you friends. I'm having sun showers today. It's like sunny and rainy all at once. That dancing in the rain kind of weather sounds super nice. Suddenly feeling better. Bless you again, Mama. Enjoy that rain, Bren. All right. She is not widely known, But without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Hot take. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before, that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another's. One person's part may be to mother their children. Another may be to gather women in a circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and to surrender to our part of the plan. Hold this card in your heart and say, Beloved Anna, thank you for laying the foundations for the divine plan. May the seeds of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. A little wormy Yoso got so spooked by me. I mean, he does build himself that thing as like bird protection. What a beautiful message it is. Thank you for listening. She looms large at the Ananda group. It's interesting you say that, Malo. I was like, while I was reading that card, seeing a woman in like a group communal space, facilitating and stuff. So I don't know if that was I don't know if that's what you were meaning, but that's what I'm thinking. We get doubles and triple rainbows here on the leg. Most I've seen is double rainbow, I believe. This worm is not showing himself. That worked. I sang to the worm and he came. I sang to the worm and he came. That is wild. I did not actually intend for that to work at all. Look at how spotted he is as well. That we got to see. Little wormy. I'm gonna try and get him to be on the bricks without scaring him back in. Okay, yeah, no, he's still moving. That was so cool. I'm so happy we had that moment because he wasn't, like, I literally put him down there on the brick for the whole card reading and he was just like and then I do a little, like, I could feel him, like I was trying to hit him at a resonant frequency where he was becoming lighter on my hand. And then afterwards, he's like, oh wait, I'm ready to come out now. This dude just shook me with his voice. I need to run. I need to run. Oh, maybe I'm over anthropomorphizing my double rainbow. Up in Mount Shasta, California. Sounds so nice. Snow White powers. Melty. You're seeing the voice of life. I could cry. I'm so happy to share this moment. I love me some nature. Kristen, me too. The fact that that little wormy comes walking up to me, right? Like he's an arm reach for me to show you friends. And then he hides away. And then I'm like, it's a worm, I promise. It's totally a worm in here. I've seen them before. These things make me super happy too. The fact that that dude built himself a piece of infrastructure, right? I'm still looking at him. He's coming back our way now. Built himself a piece of infrastructure that he's now just logging around on his back. Like that cannot be easy. But it is safer than not having it. I kind of want to help him. It looks like he's struggling to get it up. That sounds so fucking wrong. I'm gonna be very gentle so he thinks he's doing it all himself. Like so much extra effort. That's a little entity on planet Earth right now. Little antsies running around as well, doing their things. Okay. Yeah, come on, little armored worm. He was struggling there. He was like, oh, oh, tiny little caterpillar. Animals and life alike can sense the good vibes and trust accordingly. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I literally like showed him like, oh, this person doesn't want to eat me. He's just singing a song, and then he started moving again. It is wild. Can I be honest with you? I've only seen like one of these before in my life. This is the second one I've ever seen. I have seen their little houses, like the little thing he made. I have even kept them because I keep them as trinkets, you know, and I want to like make little stuff out of them. I have a whole little jar full of the stuff. And now seeing one alive and still existing in this world, it feels very apt. He really does find himself in a difficult environment, though. My goodness. Should I move him to that little garden? I don't think the plants would like me if I did that. You know, like survival of the fittest, bro. If you find that garden, it's all yours. Oh, you can eat everything if you manage to. I trust that he won't, but I'm not gonna help him necessarily. Not more than I have. Oh, here again. Sideways. Yay! Yeah, sideways in it. We're gonna do one of each going forward. That way we are broadening our reach just a little bit. In like 2 weeks, they remember he's a total badass. In like 2 weeks, they remember. Like the worm will get there in like 2 weeks. With how slow he's moving, I can imagine it taking at least 3 days if he knew where he was going and he was beelining it straight there. Like he's moved this whole time we've been talking this much. Like he's struggling. He is not moving in a straight line, which is the problem, I think. But he's going up and down mountains comparatively. Good idea, Melt, about doing 2 versions. I think I might even try. Part of me wants to take one of my old dead cell phones. His battery is completely dead, doesn't turn on anymore. Like have that repaired and then maybe start doing like a dual stream again. Maybe we can go live on like a platform like TikTok as well. I know, like shivers run down my spine. I would probably have to pay as well to get my followers up to the point. Like you cannot buy followers necessarily directly on TikTok's platform, but you can boost your post, which suddenly garners you more followers on TikTok. All right, and the game has now been played in a way where they know they don't need more creators. They need money now. That's all they. That's a business that they're running. So I understand the game that is expected of me to be played. Maybe Melty going mainstream. No, no. Melty doesn't want to go mainstream. Melty just wants to make enough money to not have to feel like he cannot. I mean, I don't have to feel like I cannot make enough money to be able to afford an apartment, right? Melty just wants that. I don't think that's too much to expect of Melty, but that's kind of like my short-term goals. Like, oh yes, I would like to be able to live. These are my objectives. And I just got a few more of the thorns that were stuck in my foot from the little adventure we went on. I think I got all of them now. I get it, man. Yeah. I just want, like, honestly, this maybe feels a little bit. I don't know if the word is derogatory. Hey, Google, define derogatory. Showing a critical or disrespectful attitude. No, it's not derogatory. It's a reductionist. This might be a reductionist thing to say, but I want more support for my art, Pojo. On a very real level, that is actually what I want, I understand that it's hard to support a creator just for them creating, right? Like, it doesn't really matter whether or not I've been doing this for 1,400 days to the average consumer. Like, doesn't matter to a person, like how much time I've spent doing this, because the internet and content has been almost like conditioned in our brains to be something that we get for free. And that's the expectation. My dad's calling me. Hallo, daar connect hy nou. Ek gaan baie goed hier, papa. Ek is op 'n livestream, so ek het geantwoord terwyl hy nog live is, maar ons kan gesels.
Ja, nee, dis 10:06, ek het nog nie gedink jy gaan nou nog live is.
Ja.
Dis fyn, dis gesels nou, maak jy klaar daar.
Okay, cool. Lieve papa, dankie vir die bel. Okay. Bye.
Cheers.
Enhance the ability to initiate revenue. Yeah, so that was the rabbit hole I was going down. So I understand that to the average person, it might be like to themselves unreasonable to support me just for the sake of it, right? But if I give them a product like art, then maybe it can be more reasonable for a person to consider supporting my work, right? And in that way, that is kind of what I'm pushing towards, because my art, I feel, and maybe this is also like one of those things that is something to be aware of, is how we value ourselves. All right, like it. In so many words, I don't want to feel like I am not of value just as I am, but I also at the same time have come to acknowledge that being just as I am isn't enough, right? To be loved. And since love is true, I need to ensure that as well with my actions and the things that I do. And so it has become a journey of self-discovery. I fully support you, brother. Thank you, Pojo. Embrace the ability to initiate revenue. I believe in you, Melt. I see you trying, and I do think you're staying true to yourself. Thank you, friend. To not capitalize on the potential would be foolish. Yeah, it's it's important to me too at this point, right? Because I realize that I cannot want one thing and then act another way, right? And I feel like that's what I'm experiencing as a. It's like, okay, all right. I'm sorry you're feeling that struggle, Melt. Your work is amazing, and I will continue to spread the word. Plus, it's coming up on holiday season, and I've got a great red bubble. True. Thank you, Kristen. Give me some more stuff in Google Drive, and I'll update your store. I'll send a few of the new ones. Maybe some of my favorites. I do think I did do like a big folder dump recently, right? Like I think you have access to at least 900 of my original pieces, like my original color corrected full HD pieces at least. Is that a Gavity Goo saying good morning? Good morning to you too, man. Look at us. Look at us in a new world, Gavity Goo. We have to create hope. That was today's stream topic, technically. We didn't talk much about it in the actual horizontal stream, but that is essentially it. That there is only as much hope as there is one another, as there is the us that we have come together as. If I had a Y teaching voice, I would certainly sing your praises, brother. A Y teaching voice? Thank you, friend. Like, I appreciate your love so much. You friends do support me. You know, there's so many friends here in chat right now that have like actively been contributing so much. Did I get moderated? Rude? You did? Surely not. Message retracted. I think you deleted your message. It would have seen that message deleted if you got moderated. Retracted is when you click on your message and then hit the delete button. Oh, lol, yeah. Self own. You should be a mod though, technically. Look at me. Look at me, watch. Kunk. Kunk. Boom, oh. Now you got spanner. Oh. Now you got spanner. I think that also makes you unmoderate. I think so. Is that true? I don't know if that's. Yeah, there we go. Me and Joe. Gob, Goop, you're Rube. Love is true. Like that can feel a certain way though, Gobbity being moderated, especially if you didn't say anything that you feel like needs to be moderated. Yeah, exactly. Moderate these nuts. Like we've been experiencing a lot of like that Arpan Giddy. At least I have been experiencing that Arpan Giddy excitement to be doing this and to be sharing this journey. You know, because there was a moment I went through at least. I went through a moment of feeling very disheartened, feeling kind of bad about this whole situation, you know, of going back home. And it did, in part, have something to do with the fact that you are watching me right now. Right? Because that changes the way I see myself. Because I'm not just me and myself being, I am also me and myself being with you once a day. Right? And you get to look into this mirror of reality that I have chosen to share. And I went down this rabbit hole of, I don't know if existentialism is necessarily the word, but feeling like I somehow let you friends down, let myself down, I'm letting the world down, etc., etc. And then I realized that the fact that I am continuing this is the opposite of letting you friends down, and that's all I need to continue to do. Ooh, globbity Gloom is in charge now. He is first order of business. Cracks finger knuckles. It is mandatory for everyone to find farts funny. If you don't laugh hysterically, and I mean guttural, catch your breath in between, more guttural laughing, you know, straight to jail. Straight to jail for sort of a business. My butt unknowingly put Natalie in timeout before. I was mad at my butt. Bad Joe butt. Go to butt timeout. Yeah, I think I remember that even. There was like a moment of Natalie suddenly just getting like banned or something, and I'm like sitting here on the outlines almost, I like my hands gleefully in a receiving position in my lap, and suddenly I'm seeing my friends get banished to the shadow realm, and I'm like, what happened? What happened? Where is she? Did she say something wrong? Thank you for streaming every day, Melty. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Like this really is a pleasure to do, and like I want that to be clear as well. That this I believe at least this is my life's calling. Showing up for you friends is literally the only thing I want to do every day. I don't want to do anything every day. I don't even want to sleep every day. I don't want to brush my teeth every day. I do many things reluctantly, right? Like, guess I'm doing this thing. Dur. However, doing this, showing up with your friends, spending a moment to have conversations, to see where you friends are at, what you're feeling, share where I'm at, what I'm feeling, to find how we might be syncing up in our collective feelings of whatever is going on. That feels like such a privilege, and it's one that I cannot be grateful for enough. Thank you. Thank you, Gavity Goobs. Thank you to all of you friends. I comply, Gov. I disappear to handle shit, and we get a new Rents in chat. I like how Sam instantly notices. Yeah, Sam, we had a vacancy. Like there were people absolutely spewing the most heinous nonsense. Messages were getting deleted by selves. And I had to make sure that things were being kept in order, so someone else got wrenched. Aspires one day to earn wrench privileges. Sun King, you are on a fast track. Like I am a very trusting person, very trusting, and I like you. So like my heart, the person that I am, likes you so much that goes. I sees message of Sun King wants to have wrench privileges, and suddenly I'm like, I'll give you wrench privileges right now, and then I'm like, hey Mel, you've only known Sun King for like 4 days, bro. Sun King could be the CCP. I don't know why I went there. Could be the CCP conspiring, to infiltrate your stream. Then can't have that, can you? Sorry, you're gonna Sun King. It's just a matter of time now, friend. Like I give wrenches to the people that show up with like you can see there's so many wrenches in chat because like these friends have been tuning in for like the last 3 years, and they tune in. I see Kristen is not wrenched up. Suddenly I'm like, I'm gonna calm myself down. I moderated myself accidentally, and then I got ordained as a moderator. Yeah, he was like taking his best foot forward. He was like showing up ready. He knew exactly what the job interview. He knew exactly what the job entailed. The expectations that were had, and he showed up. Moderated himself, and I was like, goodness, look at this guy. Look at this man. He needs more power. You hold magic, Joe. This is true. This place holds a special kind of magic. We have, I believe, created it by showing up in the way that we do. Right? Every single one of us have consciousness, and there is power in projecting our consciousness towards something collective. And the way that I show up in this space is I try to give us something to think about. Today's thing to think about is hope, this ability for us to create hope, this understanding that change is inevitable, and that despite the changes that we've been through, we've still been able to continue hoping, despite it. There has been iterative, instances of information presented to my consciousness, reminding me of just how much I have to be grateful for. And you friends are many great deal of those iterations. Ah! Some Hadi does just flew over our head. What is the CCP? The Chinese Communist Party, Nancy. It was a spy joke. A bad one at that. I don't know why I went for that one. Banhammers are here to keep the prawn bots at bay. Sometimes they get used on real humans. Yeah, rarely in the horizontal stream, at least. Like it usually. And we haven't had many prawn bots either, actually. That also got kind of fixed, I think. I took that as Wrenchtown. A wrench thrown in chat, homie. This chatterbox is only wrench. I mean, maybe that's the way it's supposed to be, right? Because almost like a concentration thing. Like if I've seen you in chat enough times, it's like I cannot help myself. I wanna wrench up Kristen as well. You know what? Don't let my dreams be dreams, I say. Just do it. Boom. Wrench up. Thank you for your consideration of wrench privileges. I will turn it in time, I hope. You will. If you continue on the track you're at. Wait a second. Why do I not see any wrench? Say more woos. Shadow is a mod. By this, like let me say that again. I wanted to complete that sentence. Sun King, by the trajectory that you're taking, by end of year, I can see you having wrench privileges for sure. Kristen has also been here since the ARPAN days, right? Whoa, Nelly. Whoa. You friends, you're cracking me up. So much immense lovins to everybody. I have to jump for a worky thing, but Melt, I'm going to listen to the recording of you reading the goodbye message. I should do it now. Maybe I should do it now. Yippers, rip Arpan. Bless Arpan. I'm gonna do it now so that you can read it or you can hear it before you leave. It goes, have the mostest effulgent day, everyone. I wholeheartedly love you all so ineffably, transcendently, ravishingly, spellbindingly, ethereally, wondrously, scintillatingly, opulently, celestially, jubilantly, Melt. And only you, oh so solacing, fulgent, rhapsodic, luminant, illuminatorily, eleemosynary, sapient, benignant, benignant, seraphic, ineffable, mellifluous friends who become the hope that we need. Thank you. That was nice. I feel challenged. I enjoy that. It feels like it's like I'm trying to love you, friends, and I will strain to even. I'll try harder. I'll climb that mountain, even if it starts kicking at me. I came in during the last week of Arpan. Had I not found y'all, then I might never have. That would have been a tragedy. Maybe, not never, but you might have only found us by the time it was too saturated or something, which might have been a bummer. You wouldn't have had all of the connection and all of the community that you were literally looking for. I'm happy that you're here, Sam. You are a big part of this community to me, to myself. I think about you as a part of this community a lot. Serendipity. This truly is the way. I've been here since Arpan 2. but I just want to be able to yell, moderator, and get shit done. True, Nancy. Now you probably will be able to. Arpan was epic. I deleted Reddit after they stopped. I still have my Reddit account. Like, look at this. This is like something that's wild to me. Reddit has been dead for almost like 2 years now, right? Technomicry. Talking about Reddit, this is Toriel. She was also one of the people that wasn't streaming on Reddit. This is my old whatchamacallit, Meltmore profile. So some of these will be from friends that used to be Arpan streamers. But it's like about that, bro. That's like why I don't want to delete mine. It's like there's my Meltmore profile. What the hell? Why is this open up again? It backspaced. Sorry about that. You see, 5,345 souls. Was like, yeah, Melt, we'll lock in for Arpan vibes. That still melts my brain. All right, I wonder about those souls so much, like more than I would like to admit. I've even, and I don't know if that's good for my mental health, I've even gone down because you can click on that followers list like that. And I've gone down and I've like read names. And I'm like, I'll read, like there's Mojo 6, you see. Like I'll read down and I'll like, there's names, Love is a Rose, you know, Hodor, Toxicity 42, Auntie Watermelon, Arky's Tennis Ball, Da Vinci, I remember that name too. Environmental Bat, I remember that name. Shag Nasty, our guy. Yeah, see, like this, so like it. So many souls that we've interacted with. Soviet slamming. Front yard duck dad. Who's that? Who'd that be? Do we know them? I sure do. Innovesh. You're so bonkers. The Great Fadoodler. Slimy Sleep. Good. So I remember that name as well, but only because it was so yikes. Apart Animator. Remember that name too. Yes, there's so many people. Tesseract of Flavor. Remember that one. I'm literally developing a little bit of a headache as I'm doing this. Unironically, my mind is doing so much thinking, inferencing, connecting with the past, Sergeant Thunder, that I'm getting a little bit of a headache doing this. I should stop. Rambler 1223. Okay. I have so many names to notice, but I'm gonna close out. Alrighty. Bravo. Thank you, Kristen. Bye. We love you, friend. Thank you for the goodbye message. I appreciate it so much. Peter's Arpan. It was a good moment in human connection. Absolutely. So glad I found all of y'all's there. It's crazy how much came from such a short window. Y'all mean great big bunches in my little world. You mean so much to us too, dear Jean. Is that Kiki's picture? Yeah. Not only is that Kiki's picture, but I feel like that's the perfect way to end today's stream. I'm gonna bring my tablet in. I'm gonna see something cool. You wanna see something? Let me show you something. We got boxes everywhere. Things are getting packed. We're gonna be out of here any second. I'm gonna put you down here. And I'm going to show you this. So that piece of Kiki that Jovan drew, she gave to me when she came through. I have the physical copy. Goodness. There's the date. The year 2021. This is Kiki. This is the puppy that I lost. She was only 6 months old. So I got her 3 months or 4 months into the journey of starting to stream. And then we lost her. My brother accidentally backed over her when he was exiting the driveway. And I was, and continues to be, devastated. I have never cried over the loss of anything as much. And like, this feels bad to say, but I did lose my grandma as well a little bit prior to that experience, and I cried more about losing Kiki because I felt like I expected. My grandma had Alzheimer's for 10 years at the time that she passed. So she was not even a person anymore by the time she wasn't alive anymore. And then Kiki comes into my life, and she's so alive. Like, one of the most alive things I've ever experienced, right? And she's still young. She's not even in her fully grown body yet. And then she passes away, and my mind like went down this like sadness of she has so much life left, and then I cry. And then I cry, like, no, she was supposed to live so much more. I cry. That was rough. But we remember. I wear that as a shirt. Sorry for your lost mouth. It's okay, Sun King. We remember them fondly. You know, connections were made. She is not lost in that way, right? She's also a part of the internet. She was captured so beautifully. That Kiki picture, missed that tree, flowing interaction. Found you right a bit ago and followed it. I was happy to find it. Sensei, right? That was a gem from the days. Absolutely. I went back and watched that stream. I cried with you on that stream, even though it was before my time here. Yo, Connor. That was so shocking, bro. Like, we show up for a normal stream, like we do. Like, we sit down like this. Have conversation. I hear a gut-wrenching squeal, and I run to go and see what made that sound. And then I come back, having been confronted with the reality of her loss. The stream is still running. What the fuck? Yeah. Love is true. The fact that you friends helped me in that, and that I could share stuff like that as well, just is more proof. Thank you, friends. I have pulled a card. I have read a goodbye message. I need to tell you I love you. I do. Love is true. Thank you, friends, for joining me. It's always a pleasure having you here. I'll see you again soon. Tomorrow. Goodbye.